Hey, it's Chris Dunkley from Runway Audio, and today myself and Drew Elliott are going to be checking out the Jackson Audio Prism. Alright, so around the shop, one of our favorite pedals is the Jackson Audio Prism. Not only because it's such an incredible pedal, but because the guys at Jackson have such a cool company going. Unlike most pedal companies, they started out as an amp building company. They started out making high-end boutique amps. They did some really solid clones of like Vox circuits and Marshall circuits, and then later got into the pedal game. Their first pedal was the Prism. And we really like that they nailed it on the first try. They came out the gate swinging on this thing, and it is fantastic. It has been considered the Photoshop of guitar pedals. Tons of options for EQ shaping, lots of different drive settings, goes anywhere from a subtle clean boost to a killer super saturated amp type of sound. Super flexible, super versatile. Let's get into the controls. Looking at the front of the Prism, they're gonna be really standard controls. On the left, we have our tone knob, which is going to shape the high end of your EQ. On the right, we have the body knob, which is going to shape the low end of the EQ. We've got this boost knob in the middle that's just controlling the volume and the amount of gain being pumped into the circuit. But what really sets this pedal apart from other drive pedals are these two dip switches to the right and the left of the boost knob. On the left, we have a dip switch that lets you select between high, medium, and low settings. And all this is doing is letting you control how much gain is being pumped into the circuit. Obviously on the high setting, you're getting more, on the low, you're getting less. Now to the right of the boost knob is what really defines this pedal. You've got three switches you can select between color, amp, and trans settings. On the color setting, you're gonna get a treble boost, a brighter, high-end sounding circuit that's gonna allow for those like really peaky British sounds that you find with players like Brian May. In the middle, you've got the amp sounding, which is gonna give you that just classic cranked amp sound, super saturated, chewy mids. And lastly, you have the trans setting, which is gonna be a more transparent, cleaner sounding boost, super similar to like a Klon style circuit. Now what we really appreciate about this pedal is all the little things that they took into consideration while making it. The first of it being the casing for it. It's super durable, it's a fantastic weight, incredibly solid feeling in the hands. I never worry about throwing this one in a gig bag, throwing it in the back of a van, hopping on a flight with it. I always know that it's gonna come out just fine and working, which is something I've had to worry about a lot in the past with other pedals. Something else really cool about this one is the layout of it. While it is a pretty standard drive pedal layout, they kept this middle section very clear. It's a great feeling button, and they also have this bigger boost knob, which allows certain players, if you desire, to adjust it with your foot on the fly. So if you got a solo coming up, you can push it a little bit with your foot, want a little extra boost in that final chorus, you can do it. It's super easy to do with this pedal. And lastly, they have this really cool light on there. It's not gonna do anything for you tonally, but when you're picking a little bit harder, you're putting a little more into it, that light is gonna change, which just kind of lets you know that you're playing harder than you normally do. We really appreciate that. All right, let's check out some tones. guys, thank you so much for checking out our video today. Make sure to check out our website, runwayaudio.com. Find yourself your new favorite instrument cable, speaker cable. While you're there, make sure to check out what we do with our pedal board setups. We're always happy to help you guys with your rigs. And while you're online, go check out jacksonaudio.com. They're always putting out new colors, new tweaks to their classic pedals. Always an awesome time. Thank you again for stopping by. Make sure to like, subscribe for new gear content. Take care.